All right, here's my speculation of what I think the Knights of Cybertron are and connected to the Last Knight. This is what I think they could do. If the Black Op classified stuff is true, throughout Age of Extinction and the Last Knight, we'll start out with Lockdown Ship. Lockdown Ship, when he captured Prime, he said, "Remember the ship Prime, built for all you knights, you great crusaders." He brought him to the Temenos, which had all of his treasures. That was Lockdown's favorite part of his ship because he disgraced it, as Prime said. And of course the treasures would be Lockdown's favorite ship. So he had all of the treasures in there. So Cade got the sword out from there, right? Prime grabbed his sword from there. He also had the Dinobots there. Prime released him when he gained his knight form, when I believe he grabbed the sword. And it's weird because I believe the Dinobots were knights, but this would be going back to one of my things, but the toys confirmed that it said Black Knight Grimlock. There were so many Dinobot toys out there, and there was Silver Knight Optimus Prime, but Prime did refer to them as legendary warriors. And I still think that when Prime and Grimlock made eye contact, that was a very important part. They knew each other. I mean, you saw it in Grimlock's red eyes, you saw Prime in his blue eyes, and then the way Prime looked at him, and just like they knew each other. It was they were gaining. There was tension. I felt like Grimlock knew Prime more than Optimus knew Grimlock. Grimlock stared at him like, oh my god, just like Grimlock would in G1. And he released him. He did refer to them as legendary warriors, but Lockdown confirmed he captured all the knights but Optimus. Now, not Lockdown ship, aka Prime's old ship, was, you could look it up, there was 5 detachments that could detach from that ship. So when the Autobots rescued Prime, they took all of his treasures in his trophy case. That was a detachment. So there's 4 other parts. The Chinese could have shot down another part, but there's still 4 unexplored, 3 or 4 at least, unexplored parts. Now you could have the knights that were captured as Steel, Bane, and Dragonstorm. You could keep them in another part of it. Lockdown had all of the knights but Optimus. Now, we'll go to Age of Extinction, the intro, when the very beginning, when the creators came and they dropped the seeds down and they destroyed the dinosaurs. The Knights of Cybertron were also great crusaders used to explore the galaxies. So they could have found Earth. Now, Lockdown ship was confirmed by Lockdown himself. That was Prime's old ship. I think Optimus found Earth, okay? The Fallen was the original Decepticon, right? And Jetfire told Sam that they would basically use suns and explore galaxies, but their rule is they would never take a sun or a universe that had life. That was the one rule, and the Fallen didn't care. He was all about it. So they also had a council. There was a round table in Lockdown ship, right? That could be part of what could tie into the King Arthur times, the Knights Round Table there, right? The swords, right? That they could have a weapon from the Knights Temenos, right? That could be how the humans have it and why they keep coming back. You know, could be in the Joe Blow League. It was about Merlin, right? And the staff could have been Cybertronian. It's about magic, and it's British mythology, which is awesome. Again, with knights. So with everything said there, this is kind of what I think happened. This is kind of far-fetched, and I feel weird saying this, but it could be that Optimus found Earth, and that was his exploration through exploring the galaxies. And they reported back to the 1% of Cybertron, whether if it was the 13 Primes, their four gods, the moon gods, that planet coming down to Earth. That'd be amazing if that was the four moons, because it did attach with the four moons, right? And the part where he was running, it looked like it was four moons. Probably not, but that'd be amazing if they did. Or they could have reported to Primus himself, or they could have reported to Unicron himself, or they could have reported to somebody that they don't know. Maybe that they thought the whole time that they were the counsel to the decisions of with Cybertron, for better or for worse. Remember, they would have a council and have debates and report it and basically have democracy, right? And it could have been going to all the hands, and Megatron, whatever be, basically said, I'll go to prison if we can end the war, and then the war happened, right? And Optimus could have found the planet as Orion Pax, right? Because Steel Bane was confirmed as the first knight, right? Dragonstorm is confirmed as a knight, I believe so. Optimus is confirmed as a knight. The Last Knight could also be, they said it could be somebody that we don't know, and it's going to be really weird that I'm throwing this out, but what about Drift? Drift is a samurai. What do they always say? Something to hide at best is right in front of you? I know it would be weird, but it would be something you never expect. They changed his whole look. I thought he could die, but you never know, right? They could tie it in, because technically he's already a knight. And he was connected to, I believe, wait, let me pull this out. Yeah, I'll have to look, but yeah, the Cybertronian Knights, which is basically with the 1% after the explorers, the Knights of Cybertron, supposedly disappeared with possession of all of the God's creations of the Cybertronian race. Their weapons went till all are one, light in our darkest hour, right? He might have been connected with that. It could be that. I doubt it. Wow, I'm talking about Drift. That'd be cool, right? But what if also that Dragonstorm, Steelblade were also part of that council, and they were supposed to protect Orion Pax? Like, technically, he wasn't the Prime yet. He was, if you watch Lord of the Rings, what they call it, the Hand of the Realm, the King of the Realm, whatever you want to call it, the one Tarians got. God, I can't wait for this last season. That could have been who Optimus was, and they did not protect him. And Optimus found out what the creators did to Earth, which he discovered, and there was dinosaurs on Earth at the time, right? That they came and they just destroyed everything, and now us, the human race, lives there. So it's even deeper now, and now Optimus probably knew what happened. And if you were paying attention in TF radio, it said there was also a memory chip, a memory tracker, whatever. What if Optimus grabbed the sword, the memory tracker went off, and he remembered in his mind what happened? That's how you could tie into the Primes with Revenge of the Fallen, with Sam remembering everything that was on his mind. That's how they had to retrieve the Matrix of Leadership, is through what Sam remembered. What if Prime remembered now, and he knew at the time that's why everything has happened, is basically what if all the Knights did disappear trying to protect Optimus, or Optimus being what he did at the very end of Age of Extinction, being stubborn and going and bringing the fight to them, took all the treasures and made sure to erase his memory on purpose to make sure whatever the evil thing that is coming, it can't be found. And being everything that has led up to the Last Knight, there's been a lot of shit that's happened to the humans, right? The humans are killing his kind now, and they don't like him. They don't like the Autobots here, which we have every reason to. Their war has come here. Everything's always been connected to Earth, and Optimus definitely could be responsible for the reason why, and it might not have been bad. So he could be Orion Pax at that time, and then obviously remembered somebody greater than him found him and made him a Prime. Because if you remember, if you remember Transformers Prime, when he was Orion Pax and became the Prime, he didn't remember anything, which is possible because when you're the Prime, you're reborn, right? So that could have been how it's tied into both, is now he has the knowledge and the wisdom of the Primes and the Warriors of the Night, right? And the Dinobots could also be their Black Ops team. Like they work for them secretly. Maybe the higher up council or whatever for Cybertronian ways didn't even know the Dinobots existed. Maybe Prime kind of found out right before the metal went down, found this. Like I said, the humans wanted it so they could create life. What if he found some dinosaurs and also the mini Dinobots and said, you know what, there's life here. I could train these guys to be my new warriors because Dragonstorm and Steelbait are dead. Come on, guys, and then that could be a connection too. There's so much that they could do, but they were responsible for everything happened of the war on Cybertron. And now, to tie in with the Last Knight, the woman says, do you seek redemption? That could be somebody that could have been maybe the evil part of the council that they thought they were reporting to could have been good, or could have been the inside. There's always a bad person in the inside. The queen, maybe, right? The queen, somebody we don't know. They have to build their own universe and still try to tie everything in. That could have been the queen, where she's like, do you seek redemption? And he thinks, my maker, I do. Like the king, because the king could be dead, right? Or is he? There's so much they could do. I don't know. I'm just throwing a bunch of stuff out there. So that planet could be maybe even, again, the Knights gods, right? That could be, they know something bad's coming, that it's awakened everything, where they have to rescue the last Prime because they need to find everything. And the Allspark could have been the one talking to Primes, like Allspark, all right? That's what they created off the Matrix of Leadership, and that's what made the Transformers, because they're going a dark route, and maybe Optimus knew after they explored the galaxies what actually happened, and that was slavery, and that's how you could tie in everything. And now Optimus is going rogue, and he thinks he's reporting to the right person, and he's not, and now he's losing all of his absolute memory. Maybe the purple eyes is just him just totally lost and does not remember what's happening right now, and he's just caught at the wrong time, and hopefully something good is going to save him. And he could be going, I don't know, I just don't have a feeling he's the bad guy. It's always hitting him right in front of you. He says, rethink your heroes, and the Joe Blow leak said Megatron's the evil one, so it could be Megatron's in his body. I don't know, they could do so much, but hopefully you guys like this. That was a little bit of speculation for, and the Metroplex, the ship, the Titan ship, I forgot about that, I gotta say that. They use these ships to explore galaxies called Titans. Michael Bay's article, you can look it up, said that his ships are going to play an important role in this franchise. So what if that ship that Optimus used to explore the galaxies, a great crusader trying to spread peace, because that's what they wanted to do, that was always their intention and goal, they didn't kill life, is just rotting away. And maybe that's what he means by you've disgraced it. That's an actual transformer. It could be Omega Supreme. Omega Supreme. It could be Omega Supreme. It could be whatever they want. They can make something else completely. That could be Bruticus too. What if that used to be Metroplex, and the disgrace that Lockdown was brought to the ship could be Bruticus too? But that'd be awesome if it was Metroplex like that, and he's the call of the last Prime. What if the bigger war is coming? What if they've got to restore Cybertron, which that thing coming down could be Primus. It could be the core of Cybertron too. It could be the actual funnel key to get everything going, because now the war has begun, because now the possessions are the wrong thing. So yeah, Metroplex, I had to add that too. So alright guys, I will give you the shout outs real quick. Thank you so much. Subscribe to my channel if you're new. Hope you like that. This is, I guess, the third chapter of The Legend Exists. So little radio, little live action talk, little Transformer speculation. So we'll get the live stream going, and let me know what you guys think. Thanks a lot. Talk to you later. Here's the shout outs right after this. If you want to stay tuned, peace.